Hi lads, and welcome back to another fan recap for the Rangers game. Rangers versus St Mirren, first home game, or first home league game of the season, and yeah, it was a good test for us. Good to see whether or not we would perform well after Thursday night's great result, which I did do a matchday vlog on, by the way, so if you want to go check that out. Wee card coming up here, whatever side it does come up, and you can check that out. So yeah, I did ask for 50 likes on that, and we got 50 likes, so that is amazing, so thank you very much. Now into this game against St Mirren, we did rest a few players. We had Borna Barisic in at left back for his debut, had Flanagan over at right back, Tav on the bench, then we had McCrory coming in alongside Kent, not Kent, Ajari and Koulibaly. On the wings, Kent and Murphy, and up top, Alfredo Morelos. So, not too much of a change, just Ross coming in, Tav dropped for rested. Borna Barisic coming in for his debut as he can't play against Maribor. But yeah, it's still a really solid team, and we came out into this game the strongest, as you would hopefully expect. First 5-10 minutes we had a couple of chances. Ryan Kent had a good chance, he got played over to him on the right hand side, and he took a touch and hit it, but it was fairly simple for the keeper, simple save. But we did press quite well, going on the offence quite early on, and had a couple of chances. St Mirren, about 10 minutes in, they maybe got a wee bit back into it, but we quickly shut them down and became the most dominant team. And yeah, it paid off as the 15th minute. We're pressing high up the park, as we were the last few games. Morelos wins it. It comes to Murphy. Murphy touches it back into Morelos, and he takes a touch and fires it bottom corner. And there's Alfredo Morelos scoring 2 goals in 2 games. So yeah, that is not too bad at all. Obviously, he's in this game because his red card got rescinded and turned into a yellow card. Obviously, that doesn't. Well, it does matter because he scored today, but SFA got what they wanted and got Rangers to drop 2 points from last week. So yeah, the damage was done with the red card, whether it got rescinded or not. I'm happy it got rescinded, but the damage was already done by dropping 2 points. But Morelos obviously scored, and it was a good finish. Coming from the back, Connor Goldson, he would play like one really good ball and then one really bad ball out of defence. He gave the ball away a couple of times in defence. St Mirren came forward, didn't really create anything, but they came forward. They didn't really look dangerous. Most of the time we dealt with it comfortably, but they still came forward when they really shouldn't have. And yeah, we kept on pressing. We're the better team by far. And our second goal came just 10 minutes after Morelos's. Connor Goldson with a header, Borna Barisic with an assist, good free kick in, and Connor Goldson getting there in front of his man, directed the header right into the top corner. Well, not right into the top corner, into the side netting. So it was a really good header, and 2-0 up. When we did go 2-0 up, I did think it was going to end up like 5 or 6, because if certain circumstances didn't happen, it could have easily been 4 or 5 or 6. But 5 minutes after our second goal, Borna Barisic plays a slightly dodgy pass into Jamie Murphy. Murphy with a poor touch, loses it, and their player goes through. Ross McCrory takes him out at the edge of the box, and red card. I'm not going to complain about this red card. Ross took one for the team, essentially. But under the rules of football, it is a red card. Flanagan wasn't going to get there if Ross didn't make the tackle. He wasn't there for cover. Ross was, although he wasn't the furthest man back, he was the last man in front of him, and the striker's touch for St Mirren, it was away from Flanagan, so if McCrory didn't make the challenge, then he would have had a 1-1 with McGregor. So it was a red card outside the box. St Mirren mucked up the free kick, but that was us down to 10 men, and the first 2 games of the season, and we're playing it with 10 men for the majority of the match. I mean, it's not the prettiest to watch. It was a bit nerve wracking because St Mirren just came out on top, second half especially. But Goldson did hit the post from in our corner. Ryan Kent swung it in. One of his better corners. He needs to learn to get good corners, and he hits the front man too many times. but a good corner, and Connor Goldson got into the end of it, hit the far post, and Morelos couldn't quite get on the end of it, but 2-0 up, and yeah, we had it took St Mirren a wee bit to get used to the 10 men. They didn't really start getting the man advantage or feeling the man advantage until the second half. So into the second half, 2-0 up, not too bad. But it was mainly St Mirren's pressure. They didn't create anything. In fact, at the end of the first half, they actually hit the bar, which Flanagan got beat too easily, and they hit the bar. Mullen, I think it was. But apart from that, going into the second half, they didn't create anything. Obviously, they had all the pressure and all that, but they done it without creating a single chance. They had a couple shots from outside the box, a couple crosses, but nothing to scare our defence. I thought, well, I mean, we did create a couple. We had more chances in the second half than they did, and we had 10 men. So the chances we actually had in the second half. Well, Morelos was creating chances on himself. He would get the ball punted up to him, and he would hold his man off and try and turn his man a couple of times. He would turn his man. Just the final pass for him wasn't working. That happened quite a lot of times. He would turn his man and then just mess up the pass a bit. He played well, Morelos. His hold-up play was brilliant. I think Morelos, I would give him a solid 7.5 to 8 out of 10 today. I thought he was good. Just obviously the final ball maybe was lacking a bit. He eventually came off for Umar Sadiq, but before that, I thought Jamie Murphy was a bit quiet today. Apart from the assist on Morelos, I thought he was a bit quiet. Apart from, he had one good run before Kent got taken off, and he won a foul and he was running at the defence. I just didn't think Murphy was in it that much. He did give away the ball for the goal. Might have been unfortunate with a bit of dodgy pass, but it was a poor touch nonetheless. So second half, yeah, we did create a couple chances. Morelos had a chance when he could have cut it back to Tav, who came on for Barisic. It went through the legs of the defender and deflected, but the keeper made a save. Ovie Ejaria pressed well at the edge of their own box, won the ball back and had a shot with his left, but it was straight at the keeper, and Umar Sadiq had a shot from outside the box, which was comfortably saved by the keeper, which if he looked up and saw Murphy, he was in, could have just slipped him through, but Sadiq still to get his first competitive goal, so I could see why he went for the shot, but he should have passed it. Apart from that, they were kind of all the chances in the game, unless I'm missing one or two. I can't remember every single minute of the game, so they were the majority of the chances. I thought Connor Goldson was brilliant, Katic was brilliant, Tav when he came on was fairly, I thought he took a wee 5 minute spell to get into the game, but after that he played well. Flanagan was solid for most of the part, apart from when the St Mirren boy hit the bar. Barisic looked good going forward, couple of good crosses in the first 10-15 minutes, good strength, and he retained possession well, he defended pretty decently. Only problem was that dodgy pass to Murphy that cost the red card for Ross. Ross was actually decent, he was defending well, clearing up balls. It was like loose balls, he would win it and pass it off, so he was playing well, but I wouldn't blame him for the red card. He had to do something about it, so it's just him that gets punished for it. But Kent would take on his man a few times, sometimes get fouled, sometimes beat him, sometimes lose it. It was just a kind of a rotation of all three of those things. He did play well for most of the part. I still want to see a bit more from him, a bit more conviction in his dribbling and his crossing and all that kind of good stuff. Koulibaly was solid, not as good as Thursday night, but he was still good, especially in that last 5 minutes, when he literally completely just rinsed like 3 or 4 players and then ended up getting absolutely kicked in the wing. That shows a real player. Last minute, and he's still taking players on, running the clock down, and yeah, taking one for the team. So yeah, Koulibaly was good. Ejaria, I thought, was solid. He was winning the ball back. He was creating plays. He was going forward well. His distribution was good. Yeah, a few times he goes into challenges a bit weak. I think that's just him, the nature of him. But he was getting a few good tackles in, winning the ball, pressing well. I thought Jamia played well. Murphy, I said, was a bit quiet. Umar Sadiq, I'm still not sure about him. I'm still not seen enough from him. But there was one time when he was running at the defender, and he was doing like all these step overs, and I don't even think he could keep up himself. The commentators were saying every movement is an adventure for him. It's like he takes one touch, goes one way, and it's like then to go the other way, it's a whole complete different transition. It's not as if he can do it quick. It's as if he's going. Turning to the right is going to the shops, and turning to the left is coming back with a change, that type of stuff. But I'm still to see the best of Sadiq, if there is a best to him. I'm worried he's going to end up being like a Eduardo Herrera type player. Hopefully not. I hope he does get a few goals under his belt and challenge Morelos, because I mean, despite Morelos playing well, he does need a challenge. There's no point in him being the only striker that's scoring. Or not scoring, you know, because if there's no challenge, then there's nothing kind of pushing himself that extra little bit. But 2-0 against St Mirren at home, 10 men for 60 minutes. I will take that. So it was a good result. McGregor obviously played well as well, demanded his box well, and yeah, all that good stuff. So Halliday came on as well. He won the ball back a few times, all that Gucci stuff. So yeah, he done reasonably well. But ended the match review, ended the fan recap. Please do leave down below what you thought of the game. And yeah, if you want to go to this charity match, a week today, Jesus, August 19th, Ockleview Park in Stenhousemuir, 3 PM kickoff. Tickets down below. Right, that's the end of the video. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.